I'm gonna do some static holds.
We're going to be using the wrist weights. They're real versatile, especially when you're doing these kind of exercises. I've already been doing these with just my body weight for so long that I need something to amplify it. But the deep squat is a great place to start, especially just doing leg exercises in general. Just take your time, no need to rush, literally, especially if you're someone who's just getting started or if you're not used to squatting down that low. Take your time and work on just controlling your movements. You can use your elbows to push your knees out to open up your groin a little more as well. So let's just watch and I'll explain what I'm doing. I'm holding the static squat here to activate my legs. When you hold this, it activates literally your quads, your hamstring, your butt. If you hold tight enough, you start feeling your calves start activating, your ankles. Everything has to be kind of contracted. And if that's easy, to add a little more resistance, just use some kind of like weight or something. You don't have to use wrist weights. You can use dumbbells, but I'm using wrist weights because they're versatile. They double as ankle weights as well, which I'll show in another video. But I was working out the shoulder, nice, slow, and control, opening up the hips. The next video with the ankle weights shows that move. Just doing regular squats is a good way to get warmed up. No need to do something crazy. All the extra weights that a lot of people use really are kind of redundant because so many people lack control when they're under the tension. So they'll work out forever and ever and ever, and it's almost like some people don't get results. I like this move because as I move back, remember, slow and control, you activate parts of your back as well. So move my hands back and parts of my upper shoulder and traps are starting to activate. Meanwhile, the whole time, my quads and calves are just activated and you feel the muscle firing consistently. Do enough of that stuff, you're gonna need a little break. There's nothing wrong with that. The whole point of these exercises is control, so there's no rush. It's okay to redo things, try different positions, find what is most comfortable for you. Everyone's like down to the skeletal structure. Everyone's a little bit different. No one's exactly the same. Like your foot placement for squats, one person might be more comfortable one way, another person might be more comfortable a different way. So just keep that kind of stuff in mind. This one is one of my favorites because I like holding on individual limbs. So I'm a big advocate for lunges and one-arm push-ups, or just workouts where you get to isolate one limb independently so you can, it's sort of like accountability. You know that arm is that strong. You know that it's not being helped out by the other arm. It's just going the whole time by itself. So you know that this side is stronger or weaker. It lets you know where your weaknesses are. So okay, because you could be doing squats and the whole time your strong leg could be helping the weak leg. I hope that makes sense. This right here activates deep in the hamstrings. Highly suggested to try that. Keep the leg still and keep the back leg up off the ground. And as you go down, you're gonna feel that deep stretch. When you do deep stretches incorporated into your exercise, not stretching alone, but stretching part of the exercise, it activates muscles on a deeper level. Most people, when they do their exercise, they only visit the area where they're stretching for a brief second. What you wanna do is get down to that area where you're stretching and stay down there. If anything, exercise and put tension on the area that you're stretching. We want to improve our weaknesses, not improve our strengths alone. So trying different things, different positions, different variations is good for your body, because one thing to keep in mind, the human body is very adaptable. So something you may have not been able to do before doesn't mean you can't do it. like I said, try different things. This one I'm not even moving my arms, just you move my legs. But just, even if you're moving the legs and you keep the arms static, you're still firing so many muscles. You can see the muscles firing in my shoulder right now. I'm going side to side. Now I'm activating a stretch in my hamstring for this one. You're stretching the hamstring, but at the same time I'm using my quad muscle to hold myself up and push myself to the other side. But the important thing I want you to leave with, slow and controlled exercises and incorporate stretches into your workouts. Peace.